Hi. We have, it's holiday season, it's also winter. It's almost the start of winter. And I've been thinking about pomegranates lately. And also some way to use it with sage and some balsamic. So I thought about this with boneless, skinless chicken thighs that are great. They're really cost effective. I got the organic ones that I really like to use. Skins off, bones out, you're ready to go. We're gonna like pan sear this and then kind of braise it with the balsamic, onions, sage, pomegranates, also some chicken stock. So I'm going to show you about getting the prep done first with the pomegranate and then how to slice up the onions and the fresh sage. Pomegranate cut in half, nice and juicy. Winter time is their peak, and I also cut it into quarters again. So the method I always love is like basically you have some water and you take your pomegranate and you put it in the water. You just break out your seeds right there in the water, and what's going to happen is some of the pulp is going to start floating in the water. Some of the seeds float, but a lot of them sink. But the main thing, this is such an easy way to separate the seeds, and you want to get juice all over yourself right down there in the water, and just keep going until you get all the seeds separated from the pulp. Now the pulp's going to float, and we can like strain that out, but the main things are pulling out the seeds to follow through on that. So, as our seeds are down there floating, we get the white pulp out. You can use a strainer too as well. You have to get everything. And then there's our seeds. Take your seeds out, put them in a separate bowl, have a little snack. Okay, just like that. You want to get all the white part out, and the good stuff is your seeds, but it's so easy because the white part floats. And there's our seeds. Half an onion. I like to use a sweet onion for this, a Vidalia onion. I did another recipe you'll see with the salmon, and I used the other half of that onion for that. But this is the other half of the onion, and we're going to slice it with the lines, nice and thin, just all along. Do it that way. This is just like I did with the buttered salmon dish, where they're going to slice this. We call this a sautéed slice of our onion. We also have some fresh sage. So the fresh sage, couple of leaves. I had some small leaves because I had in my garden. So you can get the big leaves. You only like 5 or 6 of the big leaves, but these are the small leaves of sage. I have all my stems off it. It's hard to see with the black cutting board, but you're gonna do a rough chop on that fresh sage, just back and forth. Generally the fresh sage you're gonna buy at the store is gonna be really green. This has a little bit of a olive kind of color to it, but fresh sage is fresh sage. It's all good. So we're going to chop that up, and just a rough chop. Make sure you don't have any big stems in there. Put that off to the side. That's great flavor with chicken. So that's all the chopping we need to do. Nice large skillet, and we are going to turn on the heat to a high heat. I'm putting a couple tablespoons of avocado oil. You can use canola oil or light olive oil. And you want to get that hot, but not at smoke point, not smoking hot, but you definitely want to get it hot. It's going to take a couple minutes to heat up. I can tell that my oil is hot because it's rippling, so that's a good sign. We're going to put in your chicken thighs straight in, and you're going to start sizzling there. What's going to happen, you're going to spread them out. This is about a pound. You can go up to 2 pounds of chicken. Pound and a half is great. One of those nice packs you get at the store. We're going to season that with salt and pepper. Nice kosher salt or sea salt. Fresh cracked pepper if you can. And you're going to season that on one side. When we flip it over and start browning on the other side, we'll season that side. We're looking for like a nice light golden brown color on our chicken, so that's going to take a couple of minutes. Chicken's cooking. You need to spread your onions out right on the side of the chicken. If you have any gaps, you can put the onions right in there. And keep your going on a high heat. Season the onions a little bit, a little salt and pepper. Do a peekaboo and see if we have some light brown color, which we do. We're going to flip these over. They don't have to be too dark brown. Light brown color, you're good. You don't have to overdo it with the heat. Okay, we'll move around our onions a little bit. Onions are getting softer and they're going to start caramelizing. And you're going to season the other side with salt and pepper. The balsamic is really going to color this, so you don't, the browning of the chicken is not going to be that important. But it's going to be flavor, obviously. Salt and pepper on all that side. Then we're going to add our sage, the fresh sage, and sprinkle that around. There's our fresh sage. We're going to keep going for a couple minutes so we get more color on the other side of the chicken. Nice light color on our chicken, we're going to add our stock. There's our stock. And really this is going to go almost halfway on our chicken. We're going to spread that around. And we're going to get ready to cover this. So I don't have a cover that covers it exactly, but it's covering my chicken right there. I'm going to turn this down to a low simmer. And I'm going to let this liquid here, needs to reduce down by at least 3/4 of the way. So you're going to turn it on a medium to low heat. I'm going to cover it and let it keep simmering and reducing. I have my exhaust hood on, but I have my top, and see how my liquid is reduced down by at least almost 3/4 of the way of your chicken stock? That could take anywhere from 20 minutes to half an hour on a medium heat. Then I've got some nice, I got this Mara's, which is a great balsamic. And it's a rich, thick balsamic. You want to use a rich, thick balsamic on this. You're going to put a couple tablespoons, a couple drizzles all around of your balsamic. There you go. And that's going to help add some color and flavor to it. You're going to continue to let this reduce down for another 10 minutes on like a low to medium heat after you put the balsamic in. Reduction. So it's really reduced down, and you want to do some basting on it too as well. It's nice and rich, and it's thick, it's cooked down. That's what you want. Flavors are great. The balsamic gives it some acid, but also balsamic's going to give it some sweetness. So that's why you have to get a really nice, rich, thick balsamic that's going to really add that richness to it. Now I'm going to add my pomegranates. So the pomegranates, you might not need from a whole pomegranate, probably half of it. We're talking about a 1/4 cup of pomegranate seeds is all you need there. You don't want to overdo it, but you want to accent, because they're going to be crunchy. So you want to have a little crunch mixed in with your moisture from your base stock. We call in French the cuisson. It's like the natural flavors and juices that come out. And we're just about there where it's almost ready to go. So as you can see, we're all done. Our sauce and natural liquids reduced down. We have our pomegranates on there, and you're ready to go on the platter or the plate, and you're ready to go. Here, and we got our chicken, and this is like a winter or a holiday dish. It's great. Pomegranates are really, you see them more in the winter time. And I got the juice on top. It's all reduced down from that stock that cooked down nice and easy with the cover on it. Steam came out of the chicken and the flavor came out. So you want that, see that reducing down, how rich it is? That's what you're looking for.